This content is recreated to fit YouTube's policies, fair use, and licensed content. Welcome back to another episode of movieMedia TV. I'm your host, movieMedia Mickey, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. Join the Vibe Tribe. And for my supporters feeling generous and want to leave me a tip for my hard work and editing, I'll leave the Cash App link down below. Okay, on today's episode, I cover A Bronx Tale, Life Lessons. A Bronx Tale premiered in theaters 30 years ago, September 29th, 1993. It tells the story of Calogero, who is a child in 1960. His father, Lorenzo, is a bus driver. Calogero loves and admires his father, and they have a great relationship. Calogero, however, idolizes the local big-time gangster, Sonny. Now, Calogero and his friends would always try to imitate Sonny and his gang. He badly wanted Sonny to notice him, and one day, that wish came true. See, a fight breaks out in front of Calogero's building, and Calogero witnesses Sonny shoot another man. He and Sonny make eye contact, and Sonny leaves the scene. Moments later, Lorenzo pulls Calogero up the stairs, and almost immediately the police are questioning whether Calogero knows anything. Everyone in the neighborhood knows Sonny is powerful, which is why when the police ask Calogero to see if he can identify the killer in the lineup, Lorenzo struggles with allowing him. See, the long story short is Calogero looks at the lineup of men and says none of them did it. The police let Sonny and his gang go, but Sonny doesn't forget what Calogero did for him and tries to look out for him. The two form a bond, and with the bond comes an internal struggle for Calogero about who he should listen to, his father or Sonny. See, this movie is important now for a number of reasons. It teaches us about the value of working hard, friendships, and keeping your family close. So here it is, important life lessons from A Bronx Tale. Lorenzo's wife finds cash in Calogero's room and asks him, "Where's it from?" Calogero tells them he worked for it and Sonny paid him for working crack games. Lorenzo confronts Sonny and then pulls Calogero to the side. Calogero tells him, "Sonny's right, the working man is a sucker." And Lorenzo says, "It don't take too much strength to pull a trigger, but try to get up every morning day after day and work for a living. Let's see you try that. Then we'll see who's the real tough guy. The working man is the tough guy. Your father is the tough guy." Lorenzo. See, Lorenzo tries very hard to instill in his son that values are everything. A one line I think about often is Lorenzo's famous line, "The saddest thing in life is wasted talent." As this is a movie about the 60s, race is a major factor. Calogero notices a girl of his father's bus route who he has a crush on. She is black and he's white. He's afraid of what his friends would think, considering his friends are all stupid and ignorant to the blindness of racism. Quickly, Sonny talks sense into himself. F those kids. Half of them are gonna end up dead or in jail anyway. The only thing that matters is what's good for you and how you feel about each other. Sonny. See, as Calogero grew, he began to start trying to emulate Sonny. He just wasn't as savvy, frustrated by the fact that Louis Dumps hasn't paid him back his $20. Calogero then chases him in the street. Sonny puts a stop to it. He says, "Sometimes hurting somebody ain't the answer." Sonny questions whether or not Louis is a friend of Calogero's. Calogero tells Sonny he doesn't even like him, and Sonny gives the best advice he can give. "You don't even like him. There's your answer right there. Look at it this way. It costs you $20 to get rid of him, right? He's never gonna bother you again. He's never gonna ask you for money again. He's out of your life for $20. You got off cheap. Forget it." Sonny. After all, the wisdom Sonny gave Calogero here, he finishes it off with the most important lesson. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Worry about yourself, family, and people that are important. And last but not least, the very last scene, after Sonny's funeral when Calogero is leaving, he talks about the lessons he learned from his father and Sonny. It's very powerful. He puts everything into perspective. He knows Sonny had done bad things. He knew his father wasn't wild about Sonny, but both of them did their best to keep Calogero out of trouble. Sonny and my father always said that when I get older, I would understand. Well, I finally did. I learned something from these two men. I learned to give love and get love unconditionally. You just have to accept people for what they are And I learned the greatest gift of all. The saddest thing in life is wasted talent. And the choices that you make will shape your life forever. But you can ask anybody from the neighborhood and they'll just tell you, this is just another Bronx tale.